Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I am Coach GZ, and in this video we're going to go over the significant strength increases of the God Hand. So pretty much right over here in our notices section, I touched upon this a little while back in the previous month, so right over here. So pretty much from February 13th, the strength of the class traits for the God Hand special class have been significantly increased. So they're actually going to be changes written down right over here. So the first change is going to be with God Rage. So when God Rage is activated, the damage of the God Hand's weapon, physical technique, and breath attacks will be increased according to the God Hand's level. So that is going to be quite good if you're going to have a high level God Hand. In terms of God Guard, so here when taking damage with an activated God Guard, the God Hand will be able to ignore some debuffs, but this may not work for trap damage. So when also taking damage when an activated God Guard, the God Hand will gain a buff that allows them to recover more HP from recovery skills. Then when taking damage with an activated God Guard, the God Hand will be able to reflect or counterattack that damage back at the enemy for higher damage depending on the level of the God Hand. Then over here we're going to have information about the God Chain. So here with God Chain, when God Chain is activated, when doing weapon or physical technique damage to the enemy, depending on the damage, the God Hand will recover a certain amount of HP. So when dealing damage that does multiple attacks, only the first attack is counted toward this. Then also the effects of God Chain will change depending on the soul path that you have for your God Hand on. So if you have selected the Paladin path, your guard rate will be increased during the God Chain. If the Battle Master path is selected, damage that you reflect back at the enemy will be greatly increased. So pretty much that information is going to be right over here. So here pretty much we want to focus on the things written in red. That is actually what has been changed. So in this case, for level 5, this is going to be for the Battle Master path. For level 5, pretty much before the God Rage power was increased by 25%. That's actually going to be pretty much the same, but in this case, the increase here is going to be a plus 4% God Rage activation rate. Then for level 20, here we're going to have plus 5 to your God Rage activation rate, and then plus 20% to the power of your God Rage. Then at level 40 here, we're going to have plus 15% to God Rage power, then plus 3% to God Rage activation rate, and then at level 50, we're going to have plus 5% to your God Rage activation rate, and plus 15 to God Rage power. Then over here for the Paladin path at level 5, we're going to have plus 8 to your God Guard activation rate, and then plus 250% to God Guard counterattack damage. Then at level 20, we're going to have plus 15 to the God Guard damage reduction rate, then plus 10% to the God rate when God Chain is active. Then at level 40, we're going to have again like level 5, plus 8% to their God Guard activation rate, and then plus 250% to the God Guard counterattack damage. So pretty much combining those two, that's going to be a total of 500%. So that's actually quite good. Then besides that, at level 50, again, plus here we're going to have plus 5 to the God Guard damage reduction rate, and then plus 10% to the guard rate when God Chain is active. So that's going to be the changes that we're going to have for the God Guard or the God Hand. So what I want to do now is actually go ahead and show you those changes in action by going into a Hokura battle. So I'm going to go ahead and do it against the Golden Chocolate here. So here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So in this case, my God Hand is actually going to be on the Battle Master Soul path. So we're going to see more increases to God Rage activation and increased damage with God Rage. Okay, so there with my God Hand, I did get a God Rage. So again, the God Rage activation rate has been increased. So here, just going to go ahead and do damage. In this case, did get a critical hit damage there, so that's actually quite good. So there was a God Guard, and there you actually did see damage reflected back with that. And then over here, actually on the God Hand, you actually can see a buff. You're going to see like a little green man with his head, with his hands raised up, like, oh, okay, that actually went probably pretty fast, but like right there. So you're going to actually see that. That's going to be the buff that actually increases HP that I recover from recovery skills. So that's going to be that there. So here I have a God Chain, but in this case, what I'll do is actually, yeah, I'm actually just going to go ahead and attack. And there you actually did see that I did recover some HP there. So that is going to again be part of the increased skills of the God Hand. Here what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead, Encore, and attack again. Here got a God Rage. And again, very nice damage. Okay, so this is going to be a second battle with the golden chocolate. What this is going to actually be is going to be me using the paladin soul path. So you're going to see slightly different results from this. So that is going to be especially for the damage that I do reflect back at the enemy. So like that. So I took about 1,000 or 132 damage there, but reflected that back with about 3,400 damage. So that's going to be one of the effects that you'll see there. Okay, so here I'm actually in a God Chain. So here going to go ahead and attack. So here pretty much the damage that's going to be or what you just saw there, I actually did recover HP. So in this case, compared to the previous battle, I actually recovered about 500 HP, which was more than when the last battle was actually around over 300. So here I got a God Chain again. And both enemies taken out and recovered HP. Okay, so that was actually the two battles that I had with the Choco Slime Hokuto Ruler. So using a God Hand, pretty much showcasing the strength increases of this particular special class. So you actually, pretty much what you did see with the first battle, you did see a lot of increases to the rate at which God Rage was activated. So that actually worked out quite well. Then you actually saw the effect of being able to recover HP when I do damage with God Chain. So that's actually very effective in battle, especially when you're running low on HP. So God Hand actually does need that, as they do take damage from the enemies with God Guard. So that's actually going to be very good. So the God Hand, pretty much the first special class that we had, is pretty much with the most recent classes that we've had. You might think that this is somewhat irrelevant, but now with the strength increases, this has actually made it pretty good. So definitely in the future, I probably will be using God Hand more often, so we'll see what happens with the upcoming events. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So on Monday, we're going to have the ending quest for the Valentine event, and also we're going to have the high difficulty quest as well, which I will go over. Then on the 12th, we're going to have the 5.5-year anniversary, and pretty much we did get information about what that is going to entail. So this is going to be a collaboration with Dragon Quest Walk and Dragon Ball. So yes, Goku. So this is actually going to be very exciting, so I can't wait to go over it. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.